In this video, we will discuss Consumer Protection Act 2019. This act is a purely a new legislation. It has been introduced by the legislation and by overriding the old act. So in this act, many changes have been made. The main purpose of this act, it is a benevolent legislation with an aim to protect the consumers from the exploitation caused by the unscrupulous traders, and provision is applied in liberal construction. So here in this case we will get three types of commissions are there. First is called district commission, another is called state commission, then upper is called national commission. The district commission comprises one president and two members, and the jurisdiction of this commission, this district commission, where the valuation of the property does not exceed 1 crore. Previously it was 20 lakhs, but it has been increased to 1 crore. So where the dispute relating to valuation up to 1 crore rupees, the district forum has got concurrent jurisdiction to entertain the same. So any person who is aggrieved by any unscrupulous traders, or any person who is vindicated by any unfair trade practice by any trader, he can go up to this district commission to lodge a complaint against the traders to seek remedy under this law. So here we will discuss certain things, certain definitions relating to this Consumer Protection Act. First of all, let us discuss who is called a consumer. Under section 2 subclass 7 of this act, consumer means any person who buys goods for any consideration which has been paid or promised to be paid or partly paid, or payment is made under any deferred system of payment, but it includes goods of any sort, but it does not include goods for resale or for any commercial purpose. Suppose a person is purchasing certain goods for commercial purpose, this cannot be called a consumer. Or any person who buys goods for resale purpose, then he cannot be called a consumer. Excepting these two things, the other person, those who are buying anything under any system of payment, either full payment or partial payment, or under deferred system of payment or on installment payment, those are coming under the definition of the term consumer. That means once a person is declared to be a consumer, then only he can invoke the jurisdiction of this forum, this consumer district forum, and this Consumer Protection Act comes into operation. So here the forum is comprising one president and two members. So these three persons, out of these three, at least two persons, president and at least one member, will decide any matter, and they will put their signature in anything that will be called an order. So at least one of the member must put his signature in that order along with the president. Then only it is binding, and it can be said that the order is passed or judgment is delivered by the forum. So the main principle taken by this consumer forum is it is a one type of quasi-judicial body. It cannot be called a court because they don't follow the Indian Evidence Act, they follow the principle of natural justice, and their approach is benevolent legislation, and approach is very simple method of approach. Strict proof of evidence is not applied. So here, so that is the definition of the term called consumer. Then this consumer is basing on three important points. First is called deficiency of service. Any service which a potential user is entitled to get but he is not getting, then it is one kind of deficiency caused by the trader. In case of any sort of deficiency of service, a consumer can invoke the jurisdiction of this forum by agitating any dispute between them. So any dispute arising between the trader and the consumer, that is called a consumer dispute. So there must be a dispute, and once there is a dispute, it will be adjudicated by this commission. Under this, so first of all, the person, the consumer, has to file an application or petition before the forum, and that will be the principle of natural justice will be followed in deciding that matter, and hearing will be taken up. After hearing, argument will be taken up. After argument, the forum will pass the order in consonance with law. So This is definitely a benevolent legislation with speedier justice and with very less price. Here court fees is not required, just like in your civil court cases, court fees are required, but here court fees is not necessary and no court fees is paid, and the principle of the liberal constructions are taken into acceptance and taken into consideration while adjudicating any dispute under this Act, Consumer Protection Act. Now, let us discuss some of the cases where the persons are called consumer. The dispute between a student and university. For imparting education, a student is a consumer to the college or university. So, any sort of shortfalls or any shortcomings that is coming in the imparting education, a consumer, the student being a consumer can raise a dispute and he can file a case under this commission against the university. Then any service where charges are not paid. Suppose let us say government hospital. If any patient is going to government hospital, the treatment is rendered free of charges. No charges is taken. So once no charges is taken, see that person cannot be called a consumer. Once he is not called as a consumer, then definitely he cannot take the help of, he cannot invoke the jurisdiction of the consumer forum. So as because he is not a consumer, but any sort of deficiency or any service that is sort of expectancy, in that case the person who has suffered, he can invoke his complaint before the jurisdiction of civil courts and he can file a civil case before the court for his taking justice in his favor. So here the person who is filing the complaint or who is agitating the dispute before the consumer forum, he has to satisfy the qualification that he is a consumer. So once he is a consumer, then only he can file a case before that forum. But one thing we have to remember, what is the jurisdiction? The jurisdiction that, and once any dispute is arising, the cause of action will be taken into consideration. From the date of cause of action, the person has to file the case within 2 years. So 2 years is the limitation, it is the concurrent jurisdiction, and this 2 years is the limitation period for filing the case from the date of cause of action. Once the cause of action is arise and the party has to file within 2 years. If within these 2 years a party fails to file the case, he may take the help of the delay condonation petition. It can be also filed later on by filing a delay condonation petition along with the main petition, and he has to assign the good reason what is the cause of delay, and if this delay is satisfactorily explained, then also on exceptional cases a delay petition a case can also be considered. But otherwise, from the date of cause of action, 2 years period is the limitation period for filing any dispute before the consumer forum. So here we can say this consumer forum is just like a 3-tier system. First tier is district forum, next tier is upper court is upper forum is state forum, then next is national commission. So district commission, then state commission, then national commission. All these are presided by president and 2 members. The district commission president and 2 members, they will adjudicate any dispute where the valuation of the property ranging up to 1 crore rupees, that is jurisdiction of district forum. So district forum acts like a original court always, or original forum. It is not an appellate forum. But next state commission, in every state, one state commission will be there. All the appeals from the district commission that is appealable to state commission, and the appeal period is 45 days from the date of order, and in that case whatever the order amount is made, the party has to deposit 50% of the awarded money, then only it will be admitted before the state forum. So this state forum acts like a original court, original forum as well as appellate forum. So all the appeals from the district forum that will be filed before the state forum. So state forum is one kind of appellate forum. In case of appellate forum and in case of all appeals, all the case matters that will be supplied, this will be deposited before the state forum from the district forum, and it will be decided as per the provisions of law, and all the documents will be verified. Whether the order passed by the district forum is correct or incorrect, accordingly it will decide its case. So here one thing, within the time period the party has to file the appeal before the state commission, and the state commission will entertain the same. After that it will be decided on the merit of the case by hearing both the sides. The principle of the audi alter partem, that is also a basic condition that will be followed. Both the sides will be given opportunity and they will be heard, and after hearing is taken up, the state commission will pass its order. Thereafter, once a state commission passes order, it is subject to also appeal before the national commission. The national commission situates at Delhi, and all the jurisdiction whatever that is given beyond this state commission, that will be filed before the national commission. So here in case of state commission, the jurisdiction, the monetary jurisdiction is from 1 crore up to 10 crores, and the national forum, it starts from above 10 crores of, so jurisdiction starts from 10 crores in case of national commission. So in case of this state commission, so anything that will be appealable before the national commission, subject to the stipulation, whatever the order that is passed, 50% money has to be deposited before the national commission, then only it will be accepted by the national commission. So the national commission also is comprising the same method, just one president and 2 members, and all these members, they are having sufficient qualification to entertain any application under this state, under this national commission, and after that they will hear the appeal, and after that the order will pass. So national commission also acts like a original court as well as appellate court. The appellate, in the appellate forum, all the appeals that is arising from the state commission, that will be referred to national forum, and the national commission or national forum, he will adjudicate upon by hearing both the sides, the appellant as well as the respondent. And while acting on the original jurisdiction, the national commission can also receive all the complaints where the jurisdiction of the or valuation of the property is exceeding 10 crores, and there is no upper limit prescribed under this act. So here all these things are, so here the main thing we have to remember, under this the principle of evidence is absolutely not followed, and the principle of natural justice is accepted. And so here the benevolent, as because the entire act is a benevolent legislation, so the construction of language and the matter of recording evidence, everything is very liberal, and liberal construction is applied. So here it is very definitely, it is very benevolent legislation, and the method adopted by the government is definitely welcome method. And here under this we have to remember certain things are there. The mediation and this the conciliation method is also adopted under this new legislation. Once a dispute is arising, first of all it will be referred to the conciliation, and in conciliation, if the matter is decided, the dispute may not go to the commission. So this thing, certain things has been introduced recently under this new legislation 2019. Earlier under the old act, certain old methods were there. Here the jurisdiction has been expanded, and this valuation of the goods, that is also expanded in comparison to earlier the old act. So under this new act, many new things have been introduced. Then the power of review by the state commission is also given under section 50 of this act. The state commission can also review. Only in case of review, the same forum which has passed the order, the state commission can review its own order, provided it is confining to very limited aspect. Any clerical or grammatical errors or mistakes are there, that can also be reviewed by the state commission under section 58 of this act. So certain, then also in case of any appeal from the state commission, it will be referred under section 51 to national commission, and the appeal will be filed before the national commission within 30 days from the date of order of the state commission, and then during filing of appeal, 50% of the awarded sum that has to be deposited, otherwise the appeal will not be accepted. So under this new provision, certain the orders are passed in the statute, so that the compliance is very strict. Unless 50% of the awarded sum is deposited, appeal cannot be entertained. So here you have to remember one thing. So these are definitely coming under this legislation, benevolent legislation. But here remember one thing, the cause of action is taken into consideration, and cause of action is very vital under this. From the starting of cause of action, you have to wait for another 2 years. Within these 2 years, the complainant has to file the case before the forum. Otherwise, it will be barred by the law of limitation. So this jurisdiction is very vital aspect under this law. There is the limitation, whatever that is prescribed under this act, it is confining to only this act. So it is not equivalent with other limitations as given under our different provisions of law like CPC or other provisions of different branches of different statutory laws. So here many things are there. Now let us discuss certain examples. Medical negligence. Now let us come to a word, medical negligence. What is medical negligence? Whatever the negligence rendered by a medical practitioner while treating a patient, that is called medical negligence. So once there is a negligence on the part of the doctor, then only the patient or any person who is related to patient, they can file a case against the doctor on account of the medical negligence. But it is very difficult to prove the term medical negligence, because negligence means different types of negligence are there. But once a person is not having expertise with medical knowledge or medical language, then how the person will prove that a medical negligence has been caused by the doctor? So definitely in case of this medical negligence, it is very difficult to prove for the complainant side or from the petitioner side, unless that person is very well skilled under the different terms of this medical science. So medical negligence is one. So here the entire consumer forum is based on three aspects of law. First is called deficiency of service. The meaning of the term deficiency of service: any potential user, whatever service is entitled under law, and if that service is not rendered or not provided, then it is called a deficiency of service. Suppose a person has purchased certain goods from a trader, and there are certain, let us say, guarantee periods are there or warranties are there, and on any defect the warranty or guarantee is not removed, or that is not sufficient repair was given to that material or property. In that case, it is a case of deficiency of service. Once a service is, whatever he is entitled under law as in terms of purchase of any goods or any property, then it is called a deficiency of service. So deficiency of service is a very vital aspect to establish under this Consumer Protection Act. Second aspect is negligence. Any sort of duty that is rendered by a person under this law, and he is not rendering that duty, so that is called a negligence. Suppose a patient is admitted in a hospital. Once he is admitted and he is depositing certain charges, he becomes a consumer. Once a receipt is granted regarding token of his admission into the hospital, he is called a consumer. Once he is a consumer, he is entitled for all the services, whatever he is entitled, whether that is a hired service or any service or contract service. So in that case, once the negligence that is caused or whatever service he is entitled under law that is not given to him, it is a case of negligence on the part of the hospital. In that case, any sort of shortcomings from the hospital, at the time of admission no doctor has attended after taking the charges, and suppose a person is admitted in the midnight and immediately doctor was not provided, a doctor did not attend even though the charges have been taken. So definitely all these are coming under the term negligence. So once a person is suffering from this negligence, he can file a case under this consumer forum by creating a dispute. So that dispute is called consumer dispute. Then third aspect is regarding dereliction of duty. Any duty, whatever a person as a potential user should be provided, but that duty is not given to him or he is not getting any sort of duty, then it is a case of consumer dispute. In that case also, a person can also raise a consumer dispute before the forum, so that the forum will decide the matter, and accordingly the adequate compensation, whatever loss, damage, all these things can be provided. So the consumer forum are having, the powers are given under this consumer for a very extensive having liberal construction. Suppose a person is having authority to change the good or to replace any goods or replace any part, or giving a new goods in lieu of that. All these things, all these powers are conferred on this different forums, different this district commission or state commission. So all these are having different powers, and all these are having independent in their nature, and all their judgments are either it may be original or it may be appealable according to seeing the, but always the district forum is the lowest forum, and it is enjoying only the original jurisdiction. It don't have any appellate authority. But the state commissions, while adjudicating their cases both in original forum or original jurisdiction as well as under this appellate jurisdiction, they entertain all powers conferred under this statute. And the National Commission is the supreme apex body under this forum, and they entertain all cases relating to original above 10 crores rupees where the concurrent jurisdiction is there, and it also acts like a appellate, and all these things are decided. Whatever the appeals that is referred from the state commission or any party who is agreed by the order of state commission, he can file his appeal before the National Commission. Above the National Commission, if anybody is agreed by the order of the National Commission, he can appeal within 30 days from the date of order to the Supreme Court of India. Because Supreme Court is the apex court of our country, all the appeals from the National Commission that goes to Supreme Court. So whatever the judgment or order passed by the Supreme Court, that is final and absolute and binding on the parties. So in this way, the entire process of all the systems that is given under this act, this Consumer Protection Act, it is definitely very welcome act, and all the methods whatever that is prescribed is attracting very liberal construction. That's why all the methods of liberal constructions are there, and the principle of justice, natural justice is applied, and nowhere you will find the principle of the evidence is followed. The Evidence Act is followed in case of all the courts, just like our civil courts, criminal courts, but here the natural justice is followed as because it is not a court, it is a forum, and it acts like a quasi-judicial body. Here, why it is called a quasi-judicial body? Because the Evidence Act is not accepted here, not followed, and it followed the principle of natural justice. Whatever the justice a person is entitled under law, that justice is rendered under this act. That's why it is called a quasi-judicial body. So in this manner, all the sections whatever we have discussed now, that is applicable to our Consumer Protection Act, and the system of reference and mediation system is also nowadays given under section 37 of this act, and the reference chapter is also there. Mediation is there. Mediation, even though this mediation that is given under our ADRS system, still then under this new legislation, under this Consumer Protection Act 2019, this being a very benevolent and latest legislation under this Consumer Protection Act for the benefit and welfare of the consumers. So there is a system of mediation. The parties who is raising any dispute, he is called complainant. The other party against whom the dispute is raised, he is called opposite party. So after receipt of the complaint, immediately the mediation will be taken up. So once in the mediation the matter is resolved or it is settled, there is no need of going for filing a case in the forum. That's why the mediation system has been given top priority under this new legislation. So definitely it is very welcome, as because the alternative dispute system is also followed. So reference system is there also. Any dispute that is arising, it may be referred to a group of persons. If that is decided in the reference, also it can be, order can be passed without referring that dispute to the court. So definitely all these aspects of this act are very benevolent method, and definitely it will be helpful to all the persons those who are suffering from any sort of shortfalls from the traders. So we will continue the next in our next video.